first time ever.
Appalling act of terror.
Unexpected. We are ready to engage with a two-state solution.
Some of his most senior cabinet members.
The drivers of a new economic age.
Jai Hind, Bitcoin has just hit a new record price, even though just a month ago it was down to $88,000. It's been on a wild ride. Let's decode this with Geopolitical Insider Team MND, the futurists. While financial markets are fluctuating, something big happened in the entire business world. Guess what? JP Morgan Chase, the biggest bank in the United States, has launched its own center for geopolitics. Now that might sound like a think tank, but it's actually a strategic move. It's being led by Derek Chollet, a former high-level official in the Pentagon, State Department, and White House. Then JP Morgan's CEO, Jamie Dimon, has also long taken an interest in global issues. He often hosts world leaders at his headquarters where he shares his strong views. Now he's officially said that geopolitical risk is the biggest risk facing business today, even more than interest rates or even economic bubbles. And it's not just about JP Morgan, but even Goldman Sachs. It has set up a geopolitical advisory team. Lazard's CEO says geopolitics is central to their work. Citi also hired former US trade official to advise for the future. The Boston Consulting Group, BCG, and Kernley both launched their own geopolitics units. Now clearly the top firms, they see geopolitics as essential. But why should business care? Now here's why. Stocks. The global tensions can affect markets. For example, when India and Pakistan had a conflict, Chinese military stocks went up because China was supplying weapons to Pakistan. Second, supply chains, and these COVID and conflicts like the Houthi attacks, they have also shown that global trade routes are vulnerable. Every shipping route and factory location is now seen as a potential risk or advantage, and it can be seen and predicted when you follow market graph. Third, regulations. Governments are trying to control their own industries more. A company like Nvidia can lose or gain billions depending on US policies on China and artificial intelligence. Then access to leaders. CEOs want to meet powerful leaders like Trump, Xi Jinping, or Saudi royals because being on their good side, it can mean huge opportunities or even avoiding troubles. Then macro factors are currency, inflation, interest rates, and now closely tied to global tensions. So for example, if China changes the value of its currency or Iran faces instability, it impacts oil prices and global markets. So what companies really want is not just another PowerPoint from consultant guys. They want smart advice, fast, so they can make the right decisions when big world events are happening or they have happened. So what's the final thought? Seeing all these banks and firms that build their own geopolitics team makes us joke about whether we should have gone corporate too. We might have, fancy cars or TVs by now, but truthfully, we love building this community and sharing insights with you so that you can also be geopolitically informed. Also, many former diplomats now are working in corporations say their roles are becoming intense. They are no longer just advising internally. They are being called to boardrooms wherever, whenever a major client is concerned about global risks. So if you studied international relations and wondered if it matters, this is your moment to shine bright. That's all from my side in this story. Stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.